What is up, people of YouTube land? It is me, Rick Pete, and I am back with a new video, first one of 2019. I apologise for the lack of a Christmas video and a New Year's video. I hope you all had a great Christmas or whatever you guys celebrate, and I hope you all had a great New Year's Eve. I didn't really do much, I just spent the night with the family, so it was quite nice. So yeah, first video of 2019, and as you can see in the tag, it's my December DVD and Blu Ray purchases. There's quite a few. I did pretty well, excuse me, considering that it was that time of year. So without further ado, I'm just going to move this. I shall, excuse me, I'm going to have a drink. I've got dry mouth. I'll try and cover it up so I'm not advertising. Right then, so first off, I'm going to start off with some DVDs that I got. Some are from eBay, majority of them are from various charity shops, but I'll go through what's from where as I go through them. So, as you can see, it's quite a big pile. Oh, hello, Amber. So, first up is Dan in Real Life with Steve Carell. I apologise for the lighting. I've not seen this film, but I do like Steve Carell. I think he's one of those guys that can be serious or he's just outright hilarious. So I'm looking forward to watching that. Next up is two films I bought from a charity shop and I had to buy them together. That is Short Circuit 1 and 2. Let's move that one over, see, is that one better? I basically got them in case we were stuck for something to watch over Christmas, but that wasn't the case. But hopefully we'll get to educate the kids and put those on too. I'll put those two on soon even. Next up is one that I got from a charity shop, and it is Red Riding Hood. I've heard good things about it, so it was in an offer, get so many for £1 or whatever, so I figured give it a shot. If I'm not a fan and my daughter likes it, she can have it. A couple of classics coming up. This one I was actually shocked when I realised I didn't actually have it in my collection, and to be fair, it is quite shocking, and that is Zulu with Michael Caine. Absolute classic film. I really need to give this a watch, and I've seen it on TV, but I need to sit and watch it all the way through without adverts and what have you. Up next is one that I had heard of, I was aware of, but I'd never actually seen it physically available. So when I got the chance, I'm sorry, watching Amber, she's dying to jump onto my laptop. I decided I had to get it, and that is Grand Theft Auto with, I believe that's Ron Howard. Yeah, Ron Howard's directorial debut, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be nothing like the video games, but, you know. Amber's gone after something. Up next is a film that I watched a lot when I was younger. Me and my brother and a few of my friends watched it quite a few times, and my brother had a VHS copy of it. Probably one of the 5 films he ever bought. And that is When Saturday Comes. I'm sorry about the glare. Starring Sean Bean, Pete Postlethwaite and Emily Lloyd. It's a great film. I'm hoping to watch that pretty soon, so I may do a review. Up next is an eBay purchase I got just purely, I'll be honest, for shits and giggles. Starring Robert Englund and Janet Jameson. I got Zombie Strippers. I'm not sure if I've already shown this in a video before, but I found it in the bag, so I figured I'd show it off. I've not watched it. My friend borrowed it off me and he says it's funny, so, you know. This is another one I may have already shown in another video, but I'm not 100%, so I'll show it again anyway. My girlfriend has seen this, she says, and she says it's really funny. It's got George Clooney in, and it was a charity shop purchase, and that is Return to Horror High. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that at some point soon. Next is an animated film that I got from a charity shop near my mum's when I went over to visit her just before Christmas. And it's a manga one, and it is Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. I have actually watched this and I really enjoyed it. It does say somewhere on the front here vastly superior to the Hollywood counterpart, and I would totally agree. That is, I really enjoyed that. If you're a fan of Street Fighter and fan of mangas, and that's the ultimate combination. Up next are some JeanClaude Van Damme DVDs. I only seem to be able to find the DVDs that are affordable. The Blu-rays for a lot of his classic older films seem to be expensive. I've not actually seen this one, but I figured for what I paid for it, it's worth a gamble. And that is Second in Command. As if I think it's a recent-ish one, but I'm not sure. 2004, 2005-ish, so yeah, it could be one of his comeback ones. So yeah, there's that. Classic time cop. Love this film, absolutely love it. It's a great film. I'm gonna have to save up and get the Blu-ray. And last but by no means least is, I think it's another one of the recent Van Damme's. Yeah, 2008, so it's like 11-year-old now, so it's not that recent. And that is The Shepherd, Border Patrol. It's the Fight Factory release. I have got a couple on my eBay watch list. I've got Maximum Risk, which I remember watching years ago and thoroughly enjoying. I've got that. That's done by Fight Factory, so that might be getting purchased soon. So we're out of the Van Damme films. We're back into the Ron Howard films. One I saw many years ago on TV. I can't really remember much of it, and that is Backdraft. I know the basic story of the film, but I don't remember exactly everything happening. That was in a multi-purchase buy, so I got it. Up next is an eBay purchase that I got. I watched a guy on YouTube do a review of it. Deck of Shadow he's called. If you like film reviews, go check out his channel. The guy's amazing. He brings humour to it, but he does really good reviews. And he did a review of this film, so I thought I'm going to have to get that. It just looks so out there. And that is Death Race 2000 with David Carradine and Sylvester Stallone from way back when, 1977. So this film's actually a year older than me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. Up next is a Clint Eastwood film, and it's Unforgiven. I do like Clint Eastwood. I've started to get into the sort of westerns that he did. I've got a few dollars more, Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and a couple of others, and I've enjoyed them. This one's a double feature that I got after being recommended by a really good friend who I used to work with. And he said it's one of those films that you need to see, if you call yourself a film fan. No, I profess I'm not a film fan. I'm not a fanatic. I don't go to the cinema, and everything. But I took his word on this, and it's Gene Hackman, so I figured it can't go wrong. And that is The French Connection 1 and 2. So that's going to get watched soon, all being well. Next up is horror that I'd been eyeing up on Blu-ray, but then I found it in an offer on DVDs, so I figured, what the hell. So that is Sorority Bruce. So I got that. I've yet to watch it, but I'll see what that's all about. And then next up is Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. I actually said his name right. That is The Campaign. I've watched this one, and I thought it was okay. I might have to watch it on my own when the house is quieter to sort of fully appreciate it. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I think I'll stick with the DVDs for now, and then I'll do the Blu-rays after. So up next on the DVDs, I got the 5th season of Entourage. I like my Entourage. I got quite into it, so that was a no-brainer. Next up is some that I got in a charity shop in Horsforth. They do a 4 for £1, so I had to grab these because I remember watching it as a kid with my parents, and it is I can't really see it, apologise, Beverly Hillbillies. That one's also Beverly Hillbillies. They're both sealed, so they've not even been watched. And that one's got the pilot on it, and then it goes through to some others. There are 4 classic episodes apparently. There's volume 1 and volume 2, so they will be getting watched at some point because I love the Beverly Hillbillies. Up next is a TV series that I watched on Netflix a couple of years ago, starring Ricky Gervais, who I think is really funny. He can be a bit, I don't want to say full of himself and a bit, you know, but when it comes to comedy, I think he is really funny. I mean, he played David Brent perfectly. This one is called Derek. It's about a guy who he works at a care home, looking after old people. He's a bit slow. I don't know what the political correct term is because, you know, obviously PC changes daily. But yeah, he's really good. He's got like mental issues or learning difficulties, I suppose would be the polite way to put it. But it is really good, and it doesn't sort of take the mickey out of people who are suffering from that. It's me and my girlfriend were watching it, and we said it's a shame there aren't more people in this world like Derek, because then the world would be a hell of a lot better place. So yeah, it's one of those, but it's really good. And last up is it's not a TV series. I don't know how it's ended in here, but it's another one I got in the offer, so I think that's probably why I put it together with those. And that is Abbott and Costello, Africa Screams. I watched a lot of Abbott and Costello films when I was younger, mostly with my parents, because obviously they were around for. I'm sorry, I just keep getting distracted by Amber. See what she's up to. So yeah, so I grabbed that because I figured if I don't like it, my mum probably will, so I can pass it on to her. So up next, we're into the comedy stand-up type things. Yeah, these are stand-ups. So up first is one that I got in a multi-purchase offer, and that is Norman Wisdom live on stage. Norman Wisdom, absolute comic legend. I can't wait to watch this. The guy is he was so funny, so funny. Up next is one that I need to get a new case for because somehow it's got a bit ratty. That is Ed Byrne, Pedantic and Whimsical. That is really funny, and that one was filmed in Leeds, so that's not far from where I live. Up next is It's Still Sealed, is this one. Chris Rock, Kill the Messenger. Oops, sorry. I will get the hang of showing these. So I've not watched that one yet, obviously, as it's still sealed, but I'm looking forward to watching it. And the other Chris Rock one that I mentioned in an older video that I said I knew I got another one, and that is Bigger and Blacker. I have seen that one, and that is really funny. And then moving on with some more Billy Connolly, because as I mentioned in one of my other videos, I'm a big fan of Billy Connolly. So it's Live in New York. That's from 2005. Oh god, 14 years ago. How time flies. Billy Connolly, The Man, live in London, 2010. I've watched this one and it was really funny. Really enjoyed that one. And then there's Billy Connolly live, and it's just basically, it just looks like it's clips from shows all over. It says Dublin, Belfast, London, Manchester, Sheffield, Bournemouth, Killarney, Newcastle, Plymouth, Cardiff. So it looks like it's like clips of him all over. And then the last two of these stand-up ones is Russell Kane live. I have his Smoke Screens and Sandcastles, I believe it is, DVD, and I absolutely love that one. I've been looking for this one without having to pay too much for it, and eBay. It was just extortionate. But I dropped on it in a charity shop, so I was like, yeah, I'm having that. And then I got, this one's a bit of a gamble, but I do like the guy. I've seen him on TV and he seems pretty funny and stuff like that. So I got it. It's Chris Ramsey live, all grown up. So I'll probably watch that at some point. Not seen it yet. Up next, I will do the sort of, I suppose, the music ones is, well, that's the best way to describe them. First up is one I got from the Shelter charity shop on Horsforth, and that is the Cribs live at the Brudenell Social Club, which I like the Cribs, and to me this is a pretty cool DVD to have. I haven't got around to watching it yet, but I will do. It's a band from Wakefield in Yorkshire playing at a club that I've gone past thousands of times on the bus before I moved to Leeds. So it's a Wakefield band playing in Leeds, so it's an all Yorkshire do. Next up is a kind of a documentary thing, a tribute to the man and his music. That's Kurt Cobain, All Apologies, which I have not got round to watching yet. I'm hoping I still can because the disc was loose inside. But I loved Nirvana. I got into them just after Kurt Cobain had died. A friend at school got me into them. So up next is something that I grabbed. It was in the 4 for £1 offer, and I grabbed it because, you know, why the hell not? It's Ozzy Osbourne live at Budokan. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. I like a bit of Ozzy. So last but not least of the music ones, it's like a documentary type thing. It's done by Shane Meadows, who did the This Is England series, and it is called Made of Stone, and it's about the Stone Roses. It's a 2-disc collector's edition. So again, not watched it, but looking forward to watching it. I think my brother actually went to the reunion concert, so I was slightly envious there. Not jealous, envious. So now we get on to the Blu-rays, and most of these are eBay and charity shop purchases. So start off, I'm not sure if I showed, no it wasn't this one, but Gulliver's Travels, Jack Black. I haven't watched it, but my little boy watched it, and all we could hear was me and my girlfriend were in the kitchen listening to music and having a couple of drinks, and he was sat watching that and he was just laughing his head off. So he brought it back in and said, "Dad, that film is brilliant, you've got to watch it." So I'm wondering, why does I have to watch it? Next up is one with Cameron Diaz, James Marsden and Frank Langella, and that is The Box. Took a gamble on it, but it only cost me like 50p, so if I don't like it, it's no great loss. Another 50p one that I found in a shop in Leeds is a Sylvester Stallone one, and that is Bullet to the Head. I don't know how good it is, but it's got Stallone and Jason Momoa. I think that's how you pronounce it, from obviously Aquaman and Game of Thrones, and Conan the Barbarian apparently, according to this. So yeah, it's looks like it could be quite good. I like a bit of Stallone action. Hello, Amber. Up next is the extended cut of Wolfman. Oh, I will get that showing these. So yeah, I got that. I've not seen it. Again, another one I just got in an offer. So I figured, what the hell? Amber's just falling off the sofa. I think I got Wolfman and this at the same time, and that is Bounty Hunter. It was buy one get one free. I had to double check that the offer included Blu-rays, and it did. So I got the Bounty Hunter. I like Jennifer Aniston, you know, for obvious reasons. She's a good watch. She was brilliant in We're the Millers. Gerard Butler, I've seen a couple of things with him and he seems alright, and I know a lot of people said this was quite a good film, so you know, watch that sometime. Up next is a couple of Blu-rays I got from a charity shop, and they were in a 4 for £1 offer with the DVDs and CDs, so I managed to snag these. The 2 Harrison Ford ones. I got Clear and Present Danger, which, sorry about the glare, so I'm going to sit next to the window, and Patriot Games. I'll be honest, shockingly, I've not seen either of these, but I intend to change that pretty soon, sit down and watch them. Next is one I got from a pound shop in Leeds, and I'm not sure if that's a sign of things to come or what, but that is The Voices with Ryan Reynolds and Anna Kendrick and Ryan Reynolds. I think we started watching this and we had to turn it off for some reason, but from what I saw of it, in fact I think we watched all of it. Yeah, black comedy mashup between Psycho, Dexter and Dr. Dolittle even. Yeah, basically Ryan Reynolds plays a guy who hears voices, and they usually come from his dog and his cat. Cat obviously being the sort of evil dark side and the dog being the good side. But yeah, I do remember it. I don't remember how it ended, but I know we watched it. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I think we watched it quite late at night. Up next is one that I've upgraded from DVD to Blu-ray, and that is Usual Suspects. Absolutely classic film. I love the film so much. It's when I saw it, it was like, yeah, I've got to get that. And Amber's about to fall. There she goes. So yeah, so I got that. It's on Blu-ray, and I was like, yeah, I've got to get it. I love the film, so without saying. Another one, it was a bit of a gamble, but for what I paid for it, it's done by the guy who did In Bruges, which I absolutely love, with Colin Farrell in. And this one's got Colin Farrell, Sam Rockwell, Woody Harrelson, and Christopher Walken, and that is 7 Psychopaths. They didn't cost me right much, so I don't think I'll be disappointed with that. Universal Soldier, Regeneration. I'm just got a feeling I might have showed that off in a previous video, but if I have, I apologise. So yeah, I got a Quentin Tarantino one from a shop in Leeds, and that is The Man with the Iron Fists. I've not watched it yet, but it intrigued me, so I got that. This one I got for 50p, basically because it's got Stone Cold in it, and I like Stone Cold. And that is Tactical Force. It's got Michael J. White in as well, who was in Universal Soldier 2, the official sequel with Van Damme. So yeah, I'll give that a watch at some point. Another one I got, I think from a charity shop, is The Boat That Rocked. It's a British film. It's supposed to be really funny. It's got Philip Seymour Hoffman in it, Bill Nighy, Rhys Ifans, Nick Frost, and Kenneth Branagh. So yeah, that could be quite a good sit down and have a laugh moment. Up next is Southpaw, Jake Gyllenhaal. Not sure if I've shown this one off again, but yeah, so that's that one. From Paris with Love, John Travolta, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. I'm starting to get a deja vu about these, so if you have seen them before, I do apologise. I have watched this and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And you can see there in the background, just over my shoulder there, Amber's having a sniff around, being nosy, typical female. Up next is District 9, which I recommended to my friend that he get, and then I realised that I didn't actually have the Blu-ray of it. I'd only seen it at my friend's. I don't know if I have the DVD of it, I can't remember. Another gamble is The Forest with Natalie Dormer in it. I've heard good things, so, and it's based on a real forest, so that could be quite good. It might be something for maybe me and my girlfriend. Purge, election year, finishes off my Purge collection, well, until I get the new one, which I'm really starting to get a deja vu about. So I think I may have shown a couple of these off before. The Strangers, I've seen reviews of this and it's been plus and negative, but you know, the only way to decide is to watch it yourself, and it seems like my sort of thing. Liv Tyler's in it, so I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but you know, we'll find out when I watch it. Up next is the extended edition of Now You See Me, which I have watched. I watched it with my son, and he really enjoyed it, as did I, to be honest. We both really enjoyed it. The way that they use magic to get away with stuff is a nice twist, and yeah, we really enjoyed that. And then last but by no means least is Liam Neeson, Walk Among the Tombstones. This came out when he sort of became the sort of middle-age action hero. So yeah, so that's everything. That's December's haul. None of those are from January. So now I'm putting this out in the back end of January now. There's only a couple of days of January left. So keep your eyes peeled. There will be a January haul coming up. It's not as big as this one. This one is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Like I say, I managed to do well given the time of year. But yeah, that'll do it for this video, guys. I shall be back soon with my latest, my next video, with some of my January purchases on. I might have to wait and do it at the beginning of February because there are a couple of things that I've ordered and they haven't arrived yet. So I mean, if I were going to get really like sort of anal about it, they would be January purchases that just hadn't arrived. So, but yeah, that's it for now, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for those who've subscribed, but also all the new. It's much appreciated. The fact that you take your time out to watch my videos. And like I say, I'll be back soon with my January purchases to show you. And if I get anything else in between, I'll either add it onto that video, or if it's worth it, I'll do a separate video. I have got an idea for a couple of reviews that I'd like to do, so keep your eyes peeled for those. But yeah, for now, guys, that'll do it. As always, take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.